Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon has proven to be one of the most emotionally charged and narratively bold spin-offs in the franchise's history. While it has taken viewers to new and unexpected locations and introduced fresh characters with compelling stories, it also made one of its most controversial decisions in Season 2, the death of Isabelle, a fan favorite and emotionally central figure in Daryl's journey. For many, this felt like a betrayal of the emotional investment the show had built, and the backlash was swift. Fortunately, Season 3 seems to be making subtle amends, acknowledging the impact Isabelle had not just on viewers, but on Daryl himself. When Daryl Dixon first launched, it was praised for its fresh narrative approach. Unlike other post-Walking Dead spin-offs, it introduced a host of new characters who didn't feel like filler or temporary allies. Isabelle stood out early on, not just as a guide to navigating post-apocalyptic France, but as someone who began to reshape Daryl's worldview. Their chemistry and bond formed the emotional core of the second season. But as the focus shifted back to familiar dynamics, namely Daryl and Carol, Isabelle's storyline was abruptly cut short. Her death felt cruel, not just because of the loss itself, but because of what she symbolized: growth, vulnerability, and a rare emotional connection for Daryl. Many fans felt the show had needlessly discarded one of its most promising characters. Still, hope is not entirely lost. The Season 3 trailer includes a particularly powerful moment that seems to directly address Isabelle's ongoing importance. In it, Daryl says, "A friend of mine, she used to say bet on hope." The line is a clear tribute to Isabelle's guiding philosophy, one she lived by as she tried to protect Lauren and inspire others around her, including Daryl. This moment, brief as it is, suggests that her spirit and influence are far from forgotten. Even if Isabelle doesn't appear physically in the upcoming season, aside from potential flashbacks or hallucinations, the inclusion of this line proves that her impact endures. Season 2's finale already showed Daryl hallucinating Isabelle, indicating just how deeply she affected him. She changed how he sees the world, and that's not something that can simply be erased by moving locations or introducing new faces. Daryl's acknowledgement of her mantra marks a possible shift in his own philosophy. Known for being cautious, guarded, and sometimes ruthless, Daryl may now begin to embrace trust and faith in others, a softer, more hopeful perspective instilled by Isabelle. That evolution adds depth to his character arc and keeps her influence alive in meaningful ways. Still, the choice to kill Isabelle remains Daryl Dixon's most questionable move. While the deaths of characters like Janae and Valerie made sense within the larger narrative, Isabelle's felt different. It wasn't just another casualty of the apocalypse. It was a key emotional loss that threatened to undercut the show's identity just as it was forming. Moving the story to Spain for Season 3 gives the show a new landscape, but it also risks leaving behind the very elements that made it unique in the first place. There's a case to be made that Isabelle could have remained in the story even with the shift in location. Characters like Lauren, Ash, and Codron survived and are expected to return in some form, showing that continuity is still possible despite geographic change. Isabelle, with her deep connection to Daryl and her symbolic value, could have played a crucial role in bridging the emotional threads of past and present. Whether or not Season 3 fully addresses this loss remains to be seen. But if the trailer is any indication, The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon is aware of what Isabelle meant to both Daryl and the audience. By allowing her ideals to live on in Daryl's choices, the show may find a way to honor her memory, and in doing so, find a more hopeful direction of its own. The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon Season 3 premieres September 7, 2025. Ask ChatGPT.